in the game.
And
Burst
all
bomb. Burst bomb, bro.
yeah, burst bomb is pretty solidly top 1, but fizzy is like maybe only even this much worse. But on top of that, you also have the main weapon, which is just ridiculous. I'm gonna paraphrase here, but basically, it's a long-range weapon that can just become a frontliner, flanker type of weapon whenever it's convenient for it. It punishes short-range weapons very effectively because its damage per second is just through the roof. So, yeah, it might seem overpowered to kind of a newer player if you don't know how to fight it, but trust me, like, it's definitely a force for good in the game right now, because otherwise we just have a bunch of vanilla splashes running around, throwing themselves at each other, and that gets boring. Who wants to do that? But that's neither here nor there. Regardless, we have our other team who will be taking on Exhilarating, and that is going to be Ink-182. Now, off top, we see it is comprised of Brave WT, Red Accents, Avril, and Miss Popgun. Now, off top, I'm already very familiar with both Miss Popgun and Avril. Now, Avril was on a team called... Now, they've been on several teams, but I mainly know them from being on a team called Splatforce, and they were one of the first teams I found out about when I was starting comp for real, kind of in like late 2019, early 2020. That was the moment where I became aware that like there are Splatoon teams that are not already at the top, like for people like me. So that was kind of a aha moment. So definitely I'm indebted to Splatforce. Meanwhile, Miss Popgun is just kind of like, they've existed throughout the scene on like a number of different teams for a very long time, and you know, obviously the affiliation with Popgun goes a long way. Not super familiar with the other two players, but in off top, Brave has been on a handful of teams. The one that mainly stands out to me is the Leftovers. I've not seen them play in quite a while, so it's cool to see them stick around. And come to think of it, Red used to go by I Missed. So come to think of it, yes, that I do recognize as being from the Leftovers. So kind of interesting to see them come back out of the woodwork here. Those guys, I believe, I never saw them play in tournaments much, but I remember them being pretty good. So this should be a pretty even set here. I'm excited to see how this plays out.
Yeah, I would like to highlight Miss Popgun a little bit because their weapon pool is mainly consisting of mostly support weapons. You got like, you know, Neo Splash, Amatic. You have the juniors being the Vanilla Splattershot Junior, Custom Splattershot Junior, you know, like the first weapon you get in the game. But what I really want to see is NZAP 89 with Autobomb Super Chump. That's my baby, bro. That's my baby. I want to see that.
Yeah, I was a huge fan of Orange Zap. Like, okay, I was the massive Orange Zap hater in solo queue for like the first leg of the game's life. Don't look at me like that. And then, like,
It's my child!
And then I realized double auto bomb goes way too hard. I was a huge fan of spamming that, especially against annoying backliners. I will remember when I'm on my deathbed and the last synapses in my brain are firing off, I will remember that it's 41 points of LDE to get double auto bomb. But yeah, now that's obviously still in the game if you are me and like to do stupid crap like that. But Super Chump, also fairly interesting. For one, it's funny. Come on. Look at that face. You can't not love it. But also, it's like, it's kind of a halfway between missiles and bomb rush. I'm not really sure how good it is because it's only on 2 weapons, and one of them, being Neo Clash Blaster, is not really amazing by any stretch of the imagination. But yeah, no.
I think it'll have something similar to Tacticooler in a way, because Tacticooler, as we saw, it was on an NZAP. It wasn't used all that much. People didn't really see Tacticooler as much use, and if they were using it, it was either NZAP 85 or the Vanilla Dapple Dualies in Rainmaker, and that was it. But then Tri-Slosher Nouveau comes in, and it's like, oh, this is a weapon that actually works really well with Tacticooler. I think this is what we need with Super Chump. You know, NZAP 89 works well if you want to pair it with a Tetra Dually or something like that, you know, being a more aggressive supportive weapon. but it needs a better weapon that can play off the chumps. I am looking at you, blah blobber, with Splash Wall. Please, that would go so hard.
I mean, okay. So in a similar vein to Cooler, I think chumps could be pretty good if they buff it, but it could also be extremely toxic if they buff it. So, you know.
I want that. I want that. I want that because then I can play 89. I want that. I want that.
I'm a little apprehensive about that, but who cares? It's time for the game. It's Rainmaker, Scourge, and is that the Splooshomatic?
That is a Sploosh. Of course, it's Dio coming out with the Splooshomatic at a land, bro. Come on, bro is gonna try to cook with. Look, if you're gonna cook with a Sploosh, you're gonna get cook with it in Rainmaker. Ultra Stamp pops Rainmaker Shield so easy, and Sploosh has insane damage per second. On that Rainmaker Shield, that's gonna be really good. Try Slosher Nouveau on Exhilarating 2. Probably the best mode here. Fizzy Bomb's going to do well, but of course, Tacticooler's best mode. Still, Rainmaker. And Avril already going down to a Fizzy Bomb coming out from Kanon here, as they're going to try back up a little bit because there's only 2 left alive on Exhilarating here, as Ink-182, being a reference to a band, Blink-182, is going to be coming in here. Going to be trying to get in, but the Toxic Mix coming out from Bronze and the Killer Whale are going to be enough to take them down here, as the Tri-Stringer is just trying to get some picks here. The Ultra Stamp able to get a pick as Dio is trying to push further in. No, somebody's in the corner. No, you're not making a flank today here, as Dio is going to be picking them off. Still has the Tacticooler, so they could do a little bit more of a push, but no, don't do it anymore. You do not have the Tacticooler effect, bro, as Wavebreaker already coming online, going to be shredded by the Rainmaker here. Dio trying to push in, 1 down on either side. This is really insane so far here. Ultra Stamp coming out. Can they get a pick? Let's see here.
Oh, that's 3 down for Ink-182. Now, Bronze did go down to a flank on the side of Ink-182, but that's 3 down, and they're going to be getting past that checkpoint no problem. And I didn't even notice Avril was on the heavy, which is kind of strange because they pretty much exclusively play Charger. But yeah, I missed yet again coming through with the flank, but they unfortunately, well, you know, missed. But anyway, we've got the Crab and the Triple Ink Strike coming through, and it's just Kanon left on the Tri-Slosher. That's the Brave on the Splashomatic, able to get a nice lob shot with Crab to end that push. Kanon still out here in mid. Mid control is largely in the favor of Exhilarating, but Ink-182 is starting to respond. I Missed here has the Killer Whale at the ready to kind of chip away at stuff. Exhilarating doesn't have any specials, but a nice shot on Brave, able to end their real aggressive force here. Not to mention, they're still putting out a lot of pressure here on this Tri-Stringer. The 52 gal going down as well. Dio able to hammer down on Miss Pop Gun, but they do get brought down by the strikes. Still, though, Exhilarating in a pretty good spot here, but Kanon does go down to the Splashomatic, and the Crab out here too, but they get forced out by 2 members throwing themselves in, but now that's 2 down on Exhilarating.
Yeah, 2 down Exhilarating here, but there's so many down in Ink-182. That is not going to be what they want to see here. Ultra Stamp, I do hear it going for Miss Pop Gun in the corner. No room left. Going in here, going to be getting I Missed, just spawn camping even here as Brave is going to go down. It is not looking good for Ink-182. 2v2 here, and the push is going to be capped out at 18. 2 minutes to go from 81 to 17. That is going to be really hard to pull off, but they have to if they want to take this game here. You're going to be seeing one of them going down. Dio's going to go down here. Red trying to push up, taking down Bronze, but somebody's going to be coming in the same double. That's going to be Genstorm here, as they're going to be pushing up with Kanon, trying to get this Rainmaker pop, trying to stay alive. They got the pop, trying to run it in, getting it to 15. That might help them later on. We'll see. But as we see the Wavebreaker trying to get the pop, Miss Pop come backed up a little bit here. So much chip damage coming out. Brave trying to run away, but there's a Sploosh in the corner. The Sploosh is going for it. He's going for the Rainmaker. Gonna get down to 5.
Okay, so Splooshomatic, that is definitely how it's supposed to be played. It rarely succeeds at what it's trying to do, but oh my goodness, Kanon's going for it! Avril able to put a stop to it though, but still, that was very, very concerning. And not to mention, all the members of Exhilarating have respawned. I think Kanon was all coolered up there.
Oh
my
God.
Oh my God. And the whale is helping them.
There's no way. There's no way. They kept there for so long. They might not be able to get any more points from that, but if they can stall out Ink-182 as much as possible, that's definitely going to help. The reset, though, but we see somebody sharking. It's going to be Genstorm here. Going to be coming from the top. Arrow's going to go down. Brave is going to go down. Can they get the triple here? No, but 2 down at a time like this is going to be insanely valuable here. Seeing Red trying to get the pick here, but we see Khan on this right side using the Fizzy Bomb to try to get in with their Tri-Slosher. Tri-Slosher does not have that much range, so Fizzy Bomb is really good for it. Going to be able to stall out while also giving it a really nice ink trail here as we're seeing picks coming out left and right. Dio and Brave going to be trading with each other here, and there's 20 seconds left on the clock. Triple Ink Strike going to come out, trying to see if they can make some more space in mid. Another Wave Breaker going to be coming out too. This is going to be really good to get some space back. Heavy is not as insane as Ballpoint, but it's still pretty solid. It's still really solid here. As we're seeing so much coming out, the Crab Tank in the last couple seconds, Tacticooler coming in, but we're seeing Red trying to push in here, but the Killer Whale versus Killer Whale, but it's going to be nothing here as Exhilarating is going to be taking this first game here, 1-0 against Ink-182, with just the insane amount of stuff they were pulling here, just going back and forth like, I'm back here, I'm back here, I'm back here again, I'm back here again. It was just over and over and over.
Yeah, now, I mentioned that the 52 gal gets away with so much stuff that other shooters can't. Tri-Slosher is the embodiment of that kind of play style. You just throw yourself in and kill people. And the Sploosh-O-Matic is not... Okay, Sploosh is a very strange weapon. Now, Sploosh 7 and Splatoon 2 had kind of a niche, but I don't know. I've always felt like it was kind of a new player bait kind of weapon, where you have the curling bomb, which gives you an entry tool, and the stamp, which kind of, you know, it goes well with that play style. It's something that someone who's less experienced might see this and think, wow, this thing's got to be like top tier.
I mean, on Sploosh 7, it wasn't curling bomb. It was actually Splat Bomb that was on that, which definitely helped it a little bit more to try to actually be a weapon, because Splat Bomb definitely diffs curling bomb insanely. But, you know, Sploosh definitely does benefit a little bit by curling bomb, but at this point, everybody, like, if you see a Sploosh or a Splat Roller on the opposing team, and you see a curling bomb, you're just shooting it. Because you're like, somebody's going to be there.
Yeah.
Someone is going to be there. Who is it? Is it the Sploosh? Is it the roller? You don't know, but somebody's going to be there because that's literally their only entry tool.
Most definitely. But yeah, when you're someone who's as skilled as Dio, you can pretty much make anything work. And I know that he, in particular, has been kind of a fan of Sploosh since kind of starting playing the game. So when you've pushed it for as long and as hard as he has, then you're going to pull some things off that your average player might not be able to. So definitely you can look to him as an example of how to play this weapon effectively. But moving on, we're going to Clams on one of the newer maps in the game, that being Brinewater Springs. I believe that was a Ballpoint just now, and I missed coming through with the Octobrush, as well as Kanan with the Slosher Deco.
Slosher Deco is definitely the interesting pick here. Also seeing the Octobrush on the other side. Both teams here are actually opting for a Zipcaster weapon. Both of these are equally solid with each other, but we'll see which one is going to be coming out on top in this set, as Dio is going to be going from the Sploosh straight to the machine here, as we're already seeing Genstorm with the Crab Tank, trying to see if they can get any picks. Brave is going to go down as they're seeing if they can try to get anybody else here. Not really seeing what they can get, but going to be able to paint, and that's going to be really valuable as a splash, you know, just getting some paint on the ground.
Yeah, we also see Avril here taking a position with the Charger. Now, a lot of Splatoon 3's maps were really good for Charger, and this is one of the best, so definitely cool to see them come out here. But anyway, Dio on the machine, going for the Crab Tank, but they get punished for it. I don't know, things... Exhilarating went 2 down just a little bit ago, too. Mid control seems to be fairly split at the moment, but it's slowly fading into Ink-182's favor as they're able to force a jump out here. They just don't really have that many clams at the moment. This Popgun's trying to get some here, and this guy here on the brush trying to create some sort of sneaky opening. They're so close to that Zipcaster. It's ready now. Avril's putting out a lot of pressure as well with the splash wall, increasing their survival, but the Crab able to bring them down as Dio pushes all the way up. Now, it is a 3v3 right now, but they're just going down one by one, and Exhilarating almost immediately has mid control again.
Yep, seeing the Inkjet coming out, seeing if they can get the Zipcast, but that's not going to happen here. But the Zipcast is still online, but only for a little bit longer. We're going to be seeing that Ballpoint stay alive, but where is... They're going to be jumping back a little bit with that Super Clam here, trying to keep it alive. And that's 2 down with that snipe, and the triple Ink Strike is going to be coming out too. Here comes the Octobrush. They're set up. Ink-182 is set up here. They might be able to get something here. Going to be able to get some clams. So many clams, already getting it down to 65. And you see the Octobrush has 4 more. Now going to be able to get them in. Crab Tank going to be coming out. And on a map like this, if you're too far pushed back, it's over. It's over. No matter what point in the game you are, if you're too far pushed back, it's actually over for you.
Yeah, Ink-182 can keep this push going, but they just weren't able to get to the basket in time. But still, that was an amazing push. They were really forthright about pushing up and deploying specials exactly when they needed to be put out. So definitely Exhilarating's got to be feeling the pressure just a little bit here. But at the same time, they have quite a few clams and specials, but I missed coming through, able to get a clutch double. That's got to put them in their place right away. It doesn't really matter that Kanan is putting out a lot of pressure with the Zipcaster because he's going to get camped as soon as he comes back in. Plus, I missed on the brush has theirs, and they don't have, like, they just are one away from getting a power clam. So they could definitely start another push here if Avril or whoever is just able to get like 1 or 2 more clutch snipes. But Dio on the Booyah Bomb might be able to get something here. The brush able to, unfortunately, go down.
As we're seeing here, Dio trying to push back in, 2 down on the side of Ink-182. If you don't know, if there's 2 down on the other team and you have all your members online, it's time to push in. It is time to push in, which they're trying to do. But this Zeko Fin Charger is doing a really good job of just keeping themselves alive and using those triple ink strikes to be able to keep the space here. But we see Dio on that off angle right below them with the Booyah Bomb coming out here. And Avril just trying to camp them once they're done with the Booyah Bomb, but it's not going to be enough. As they're going to be able to stay alive, but not for long. Avril actually going to get that pick before going down themselves. Miss Popgun going to go down. Brave going to go down. Double with the Inkjet. That was really good coming out there. Only the Octobrush left alive, but they don't have clams online. They need clams.
They're getting them, though, and they also have the pity waiting. That could very well be lead here, but they're not taking any losses here. And I missed getting a huge pick on the Crab Tank. And Dio goes down as well. That's a 2v2 right now. Bronze is still pushed up here, but Miss Popgun and company are in a good position to stop this push. It's just the brush alive, though. I don't know. This is still looking pretty good for Exhilarating. It's hard to say.
Yeah, but they have to watch this Octobrush, which they do. They almost lost their pity clam there, but no, they did not lose it. But that was an insane snipe coming out. That two levels alive, but there goes the lead. Going back to Exhilarating, but only the ballpoint left alive here. Gonna be able to get camped, and now it is up to Ink-182 to be able to make it back. They only have to get through penalty and like 3 more points. That's just a couple of clams after this super clan, so they can make it. They just need one good push, and they got lead.
Avril got the most clutch snipe you could have possibly gotten in that scenario. That was incredible. But it's just Kanan alive, and they have the power. That's going to be lead.
Avril going to be able to get the lead for their team, and Brave trying to make any more happen here. Trying to get Kanan, and Kanan just does not have ink, but going to be able to team up with Dio for that pick here. And now they have to run it back. They have to go back, and they have to make sure that they get enough clams and enough stuff to be able to take this win here. Kanan on the off angle, trying to see if they can get Miss Popgun. They have the Crab Tank online. Zipcasters at the ready. 1 down on either side here as Genstorm is done with their crab. The ball coming in. They just need to get another ball and 1 more clam, but it's going to be a wipeout! Ladies and gentlemen, as we're seeing Exhilarating going 1-1 against Ink-182, and I Miss is just standing there. My God.
That's all you need to do. Like, you don't have to, like, we don't need words anymore. All you have to do is stand there, and that conveys no greater message. But yeah, that was some incredible defense from Ink-182 right there. Like, I missed coming through, able to debilitate the Crab Tank and just everything else that Exhilarating was able to throw out. So definitely good that they're showing some signs of life in that game too there. Very well played.
Bro did not miss. He says I missed. Bro did not miss. Bro did not miss. Nah, he got so many picks with that Octobrush, able to stop so many pushes. They could have gotten that lead there. Like, they could have gotten a really insane lead or knockout Exhilarating with, like, that second power clam that they had before, you know, the ballpoint picked it up at that point. You know, making sure it didn't despawn. But no, he was there. Picked off the crab. That was a really insane pick coming out from him. Like, bro did not miss. I
would also just like to point out, excuse me, the Octobrush and Slosher Deco picks. Now, Pro Chara, the patron saint of the Splatoon community, he put out a tweet I saw that said that Zipcaster actually is like way better on LAN because the armor actually functions. I wonder how many of them saw that and how that kind of affects comps. So, I don't know, it's definitely interesting. You're going to be seeing quite a few brushes and stampers kind of going off here. But, yeah, that's neither here nor there. But yes, we're going on to Splat Zones on Inkblot Art Academy. This is the map mode. That's really all that needs to be said. This is the one that everybody goes to.
I don't. I hate this thing. I hate this thing.
Okay.
I actually hate it.
Well, I'm not a fan of it either, but it's something that you see in basically every single tournament because we've played it so many times.
I don't get it. There's so many one-way drops. It's very hard to get back in your own base. It's basically a mini kelp dome with the zone at some points, it feels like. It can feel like that. It can. Crab Tank can easily get on that mid and just control the other team's plat. If you're pushed back up too far, it's literally Jover for you. I don't get it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not really as fond of it in this game as I was for Splatoon 2, but, you know, still, it's what we got to play. So regardless, Kanan here with the vanilla Tri-Slosher. Definitely kind of an interesting choice because it's a very good weapon for sure, but not having a painting sub and much of a painting special kind of really hurts your paint output on the whole. But that's not going to stop him from bringing, I think, 2 down just now and giving zone control to Exhilarating.
As we're already seeing Dio being set up under their plat, going to be able to, just get some arc shots in there with that machine main weapon here. As we're seeing Pop Gun and Mist in the same area here, trying to use Fizzies in order to push them back even further here, as Brave has their Crab Tank online. If they can get a pick on somebody like Dio, well, Dio's going to go down there. That was a really good pick. But somebody might be behind them as we see somebody on that right side here. That's going to be Bronze with the custom Jet Squelcher. We did talk about it before, but in this game, it has Toxic Mist and Ink Storm. Really good weapon, but not as bad as it was in Splatoon 2. It is way more healthy.
Yeah, definitely much healthier because Mist and Storm are like the most non-bombastically good specials and subs, but that's it is what it is. But yeah, the man advantage is in the favor of Ink-182 here, but unfortunately I missed going down. Brave trying to get the Crab Tank ready. But unfortunately, like, Exhilarating does have the Booyah, able to contest it here. Brave not really able to get much out of it because of that. But they do have the Ink Strike ready, and they do lose control of zone here. General Storm kind of forced away. Ink-182 does take control of zone, and they do pop the Zipcaster and the strikes. Ink-182 goes 2 down just for a little bit there, and they're trying to respond here, but still, that is a pretty good penalty slapped onto Exhilarating there.
Yeah, no, really good penalty coming out here. Brave going to actually be going down as it's only 3 left alive on Ink-182 here, as they got to find a way to get in, because if they don't, Exhilarating is going to take this 3rd game, which isn't over for them, but definitely not a situation they want to be in. As Dio and Genstorm is on that left side, Avril is here on that grate, going to be dropping down a little bit. Booyah Bomb going to be coming out, and it's just 2 left alive on Exhilarating, but that Booyah Bomb is going to try to keep paint for a little bit longer here, trying to get red here, trying to get Brave, but not going to be able to get anybody here, as Brave is going to be shut down by Kanan. You have to be careful when using Crab Tank to make sure you don't get arc shotted by something like a Slosher, like we saw there with Kanan. You do not want that.
Oh, it's just 20 ticks. Avril trying their hardest to tap shot the zone into submission here, but Dio putting out a lot of pressure. They are coming through with the Ink Strikes here, but the Inkjet able to get it here. Ink-182 really trying for the zone, but they go 2 down. The splash on the side of Exhilarating goes down, as well as the Tri-Slosher. I miss, trying to make something happen, and that's 3 down for Exhilarating. That's the defense they need to come through with. That's going to be zone and penalty, and Ink-182 slowly getting through their lead. Or, like, getting close to lead.
Yeah, at least they're going to be able to shred some points, getting down to the 70s here, as we're seeing Ink Storm and Triple Ink Strike going to be coming out here. Zipcaster on the other side, going straight for that splash, going to be able to pick him off. That's been really good. Less Tri-Strikes on the table here, but Booyah Bomb is going to be coming out instead. Miss Popgun is a little bit backed up, but they almost have their Triple Ink Strike too. Going to be able to use it fairly soon here, as Dio is still getting those lob shots onto the plat area there, onto that main area, as Avril is trying to paint, trying to get their Triple Ink Strike online, trying to get as much as they can, but 2 down on Exhilarating is, again, what they want. Seeing one of them jump back, Kanan is in the corner, they know, and they're going to be able to punish him for that. No Inkjets are going to be online soon enough. That might be why they want it, because, again, Tri-Slosher, you definitely want Nouveau over the Vanilla, but Inkjet is a really good special right now. They might want that to be able to play with the Inkjet while also having a more aggressive option. Though, Rapid Deco also exists. It's not as aggressive, but, Rapid Deco exists.
Yeah, it very much is in the game. It's very true. But regardless, the Booyah from Exhilarating and the Inkjet Oh, Brave on the splash goes down. It's just a minute left in this game, but Ink-182 doesn't have that much penalty left. We have the Ink Strikes left online. If Avril or whoever can just get a clutch snipe here, that would be huge for them. They're making some progress on zone. I missed, unfortunately, going down. But Exhilarating's almost through with their penalty. But, oh my goodness, I don't know what got Bronze down there, but yeah, Dio does take down the Charger, but Booyah on zone, able to cap it anyway. It's just 30 seconds left in this game here. It's 2 down on Ink-182 though, and that's a delayed wipe.
That is not good. Only the Zekofin Charger left alive and barely ready for those triple Ink Strikes. Only at a 16 charge. This is not looking good for Ink-182. They have to find something. But with Avril being pretty much backed up in a corner with Dio on the machine, IMIS trying to get in there. They're just not going to be able to get it. 3 seconds left alive. They're able to put it into neutral at least, but no, it's not enough.
Unfortunately, I feel like I missed kind of just got a little bit too thirsty for that kill on Bronze, kind of pulling them away from zone. But like even if they had not done that, I mean, I think they were 2 down anyway. That kind of, I feel like that's kind of it for them at that point. But still, that was definitely a very back and forth game on the whole. Like Ink-182, even if they are still kind of on the back foot, they're still showing signs of life, and that's what you love to see.
They were showing signs of life, but definitely at the end there, they only had the Zekofin Charger left alive, and they had barely any charge for their triple Ink Strike, which they could have used to, you know, try to at least keep the zone in neutral for a little bit longer. But because of that situation, it was not looking good for them. There was like 1, maybe 2% chance because it was just the odds were just stacked against them in that scenario. But they might be able to run it back because, again, even though we're down 3 games, it's not over for them because they took the second one on Clambless Brine-Water. So now we're going to be moving on to Tower Control on Museum del Foncino, which is, I think it's the best map in the game, in my opinion.
I mean, I've not really played it that much as of late, but yeah, it's definitely, I think, Museum is another example of how Splatoon 3's best maps kind of come from the past games. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
But, yeah, tower control is something that backlines really tend to thrive on because of their range and general ability to stop tower. So I think Avril's going to have kind of a good time here. Not to mention you've got the triple Ink Strikes. Miss Popgun's going to enjoy that. And Splash and the Octobrush are just kind of, you know, generally good weapons. Plus, I feel like this is one of Zipcaster's best maps.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Because of those spinners, it's so easy to get up there and just come tumbling down on somebody with like an Octobrush. That's going to be really good for them. But again, yeah, with the maps, like I'd say the only new Splatoon 3 map that I actually like is Hagglefish Market.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I'm partial to some of them, but Hagglefish is kind of one of the... that's the real kind of breakout star of Splatoon 3's maps from the competitive perspective. But regardless, we're coming in here. We see the Zekofin Charger and the Neo Splash on the side of Ink-182. And Exhilarating keeping the C-Jet as well as the Vanilla Try machine and Neo Splash.
We're seeing a lot of stuff online from both sides. The double splash from Ink-182, but again, they got the different specials like we talked about before. Dio going to be coming down straight from the start. So is Genstorm, but there goes the 52 gal. It is a 1v2. It's just Bronze left alive, as it is perfect for Ink-182 to make some progress here if they can get on the tower, as they're going to do. Moving on to the first checkpoint here, as Brave is going to be pushing up. Sees Dio, but isn't going to be able to get the pick before Avril is going to go down. But it's okay. Miss Popgun is there, always able to get the tower if Avril can. Triple Ink Strike going to be coming out, trying to take control of the bats, but not before Neo Splash going to go down themselves here, as Bronze is just trying to push them back a little bit further. Dio is pretty much in the corner here, as Avril is just right back on their, you know, the spinning area here, as Dio is going to be trying to just make sure their left side is not an area they want to go in, and Kanan trying to make sure the right area is not an area they want to go in. They're just trying to trap him with buckets.
Yeah, it's definitely exhilarating trying to get the push going now here too. They do have the Booyah Bomb coming out as well as the Ink Storm, but the triple Ink Strike forcing Bronze off of tower just for a limited time. But Avril going down is going to be very unfortunate since you don't have that kind of pressure coming out here. Miss Popgun trying to 1v1 Dio, but a double with Kanan on the Inkjet. Is he able to bring down the Charger as well? No, it will end prematurely. But that might be second checkpoint for Exhilarating, and Dio's up in a really good position here, but he will get brought down anyway.
Either way, so many of Ink-182 was just focused on Dio and that machine and just getting up there that they didn't notice the 24 lead from Exhilarating here, as it's going to go even further as Kanan is on the tower here trying to keep alive. Triple Ink Strike is going to put him off a little bit. Dio is going to go down once again as Kanan is online with the Inkjet trying to see what they can do. They see Brave, not going to go for it. Instead, going for red. Genstorm going to go down though. Bronze trying to get the pick on the 52 gal. Not a good matchup for something like C-Jet. As you can see, the custom Jet Squelcher is going to go down here as Miss Popgun is trying to push up. Dio is backed up into the middle area, trying to just spam some fizzy bombs and see if they can stall out anybody here. Genstorm coming in on the right, going to be able to see Miss Popgun, waiting for Miss Popgun to maybe use their triple ink strike as they're going to be backed up. It is a 3v3 right here, and oh, that you hate to see that. You hate to see that, and a wipeout too. Oh no, bro.
Yeah, but that is still, like, Exhilarating is pushing the tower. They're still quite a bit away from the goal. So this is plenty of time for Ink-182 to get kind of their specials ready. But I believe they just burned. Okay, no, they're still away from their specials. But they're all the way up there at the checkpoint now. And it's 2 down for Ink-182. And Dio and Kanan are pushed all the way up. Avril cannot catch a break, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, can't catch a break as Kanan is still up there. Just spawn camping Brave. Oh, no. But Miss Popgun is still on that wall trying to get the pick, but Genstorm jumped to them. It is a 2v1 in that situation. And, yeah, the Neo Splash is going to go down there. It is so close. It is just Bronze left alive. And the Gal is trying to push up on them. That's not good. But here's Kanan to the rescue. Going to be able to get that pick. And there goes the game. Exhilarating is going to be able to take that third game 3-1 against Ink-182, and they're going to be moving on to the finals in their specific pool.
Yeah, that was definitely really well played from Exhilarating there. They were not letting up on the gas whatsoever. I feel like the one push came up, and Ink-182... Oh, thank you for the handshake, Dio. Greatly appreciated.
Okay,
Wow.
Dio. Okay.
Very cool. Anywho, yeah, Ink-182 just didn't really recover that much from that initial push, unfortunately. But yeah, still, it's not to discredit them at all because, I don't know, that Brinewater Springs game was really well played. And I don't know, I'm excited to see how they do probably in like silver bracket or redemption, so to speak. Or maybe they'll go to top 16. I don't know. But
I
definitely
don't think you can if, like, I checked the bracket. Like, if you lose one of your matches, you're not getting top 16 straight away. Like, it's not happening.
Well, yeah, you got to...
They might get in later in like their redemption pool, but
yeah,
it's over for them to get straight to top 16 because they lost a game.
Very true. But either way, definitely keep an eye out on them moving forward. They're going to be pretty solid. But yeah, Exhilarating, definitely really well-made plays from them across the board, as well as kind of their decision-making. But yeah, definitely a bunch of strong players. They'll be fun to watch moving forward for sure, especially kind of those double bucket comps.
Oh yeah.
Regardless though, that is going to be it for Pools Round 2. We will be moving on to Pools Round 3 momentarily. It seems that we have kind of our teams trying to take the stage at the moment, but unclear exactly when that will be happening.
Yeah, we'll see who it is. I'm definitely hoping for a certain team.
Yeah, fair enough. We all...
You know, I love those guys. They're like some of my best friends, and I want to talk mad stuff about them. Well, I won't say what type of stuff, but I definitely want to talk mad stuff about them, for sure.
Fair enough. I mean, everyone wants to see kind of their friends succeed, essentially. But,
oh, God.
Yeah, I hear some sort of noise coming from, like, the megaphones over there. So
Is Magic yelling at somebody again?
Presumably. I don't know. This pool definitely seems to be moving a bit faster than the Wave 1 did. I can't really speak for any matches kind of beyond this one right here, but definitely kind of got off to a late start, but things have been moving pretty swimmingly. Hard to say personally when you're not there to kind of see it.
For sure. I don't know how it is. I mean, I got my pool. We both have our pools after this, so that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, definitely keep an eye out.
Oh, it's movie. It's the team. It's the team. I get to talk stuff about them.
Oh boy, here we go.
Hi. I get to talk about you. What's up? I'm doing well. I get to talk about you. What? Okay.
Okay, that is a promise straight from Haya that he will get an opening quad in Game 1. So I will hold him to that.
I'll hold him to that too. I want to see if
Anyway.
his stamper cooks.
Fair enough.
I'll talk about Smoothie a little bit since I'm the Smoothie expert here. As we have Balloon, Dan the Man, Boopy, a.k.a. the Fun Police. And a little story about that, bro. Boopy has to literally drag everybody to a scrim, kicking and screaming. literally, Balloon to the VC like, no, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. It's so fun. But, I mean, Dan the Man is known for his K-Pro, now the Forward Spotter Shot Pro, but I don't think Boopy's going to let him cook with that. Boopy's not going to let him cook with that.
I guess it depends on who they're fighting, but, you know, we want to definitely hoping to see that because Dan, also a very good K-Pro player, or at least K-Pro and Splatoon 2 in this game Forge. You already know. But yeah, Smoothie, they're kind of a Division 1 team. They have won the Swimmer Sync tournament, I believe, on more than one occasion.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure.
They're known for running just a total quad slayer comp. Well, and also Balloon, but
Balloon's more like midline machine, mainly the one doing all the objective stuff sometimes. But he definitely can slay with that Balloon. With that machine, I've seen him done that. They're most likely going to be running most of the time V-Splash, Neo Splash, Machine, and Stamper. Of course, Balloon going to be on that Machine. Haya going to be on the Splatana Stamper, which we haven't seen much today, but that is a really good weapon because of its object damage. And we're also going to be seeing the V-Splash coming out from Boopy. Bro is a menace with that V-Splash. Bro plays it Perma Slayer and just, he gets away with so much with that thing. And then the man is going to mainly be on that Neo Splash, most likely. Just going to be playing back and not doing much.
My main extent of playing with Boopy is I found him in solo queue, and he just kind of casually went 18 kills, 0 deaths.
And he does that.
Yeah, but regardless, we have our